and that you had pictures perhaps, or he had experienced UFOs, the vehicles themselves, with aliens standing next to him. I had asked you then, so could he describe what they looked like, or can you tell me what he told you? You then said to me something to the effect of he carries around with him a model, a head, that I think you said he found at a swamp meet or something like that, or
he basically picked it up
somewhere along the line,
sure.
Because it was very close to what he saw, right?
Yes, there are particular features on this model that he understands are accurate. This is his understanding. Because of your unique experience, we'd also love to run this past you. That's really...
See, this is an honest reaction, and I did see on the laptop that particular still version. One thing that stood out with me when we were having the phone conversation, which was exactly what you were about to say, which was he said it was a very close replica, but the nose and the mouth were a little more less defined on the ET versus that model. First thing I noticed when I sat down was this thing looks very, very close to a species that I've seen, very close, right up at the face.
Good.
So I was, my reaction to that at first was, there's some authenticity here. Authenticity, I have a hard time with that word. And then as I look closer at it, and as I'm looking at it now, that's one of the first things. The nose is not right. The nose is a little too pronounced on this thing. And also how defined the mouth is. It's different. Now, something that stands out with me when it comes to this particular species of gray, because there was a situation that really, the face is so much in, the way the face looked is in my mind, and something I can't forget, that they have a leather-like texture to their faces, and you can see something akin to wrinkles, which defines one individual from another, meaning that I've seen drone beings, and these drone beings are the short 3-foot ones, so more or less, huge heads, huge giant teardrop eyes, skinny necks, and so forth, and they're worker beings, and I believe them to be half biological and half robotic. They are just to perform tasks. Would it be artificial intelligence? I don't think so, because the biological aspect of it. Nonetheless, what I would call the true species or the true alien are the ones that govern. They're the taskmasters.
Sure.
This looks like a taskmaster. This looks like what I would call a true alien.
What Bill said was that there was a very unusual and pronounced musculature at the back of the head, and that for him was something that indicated to him that whoever it was who created this little model knew exactly what they were doing, and either had some experience or some very accurate testimony to work from.
Too pronounced. I would say that it would be, see where it's ridged over here? What I'm seeing, I'm not saying this is not authentic, I'm just saying what I know.
Of course.
This part here wouldn't be so indented, so pronounced here, but it would be more, the contour would be more blended in, with the exception, what I'm enjoying about this is that these features here, where you're seeing these deep ridges, again, the face of a particular species that I'm seeing now and intimately had interaction with, there's a leather-like texture to the face. When it comes to this aspect of the head, it would be more refined ridges or more refined lines. But when I'm looking here and it comes to mind, and I'm just telling you gut reaction, this looks like a model made from one that had been dead.
Right.
That's just a gut reaction. I'm going to say, hey, that's how it is. But I'm pleased with the fact that it's not describing the typical face that's smooth, big eyes, the small thin lips, and they all look alike kind of thing. So what you're seeing here is obviously a creature that has pronounced, defined, independent features like you from me or me from you. Now the face, I'm impressed with the eyes. I've always said, if you read my work, if you, in other interviews, whenever I've given talks, that what I would call a true alien, when I say, I just separate it from the robotic beings when I say true, and that species, that the eyes are not nearly as big as the giant teardrop eyes as the worker beings, but they're certainly bigger than ours. So what I'm seeing here in the face, or the eyes, are very, very good as far as what I've seen. The nose is not proper, and I find that fascinating, again, that he had mentioned that to you, to me, and the same with the mouth. And again, I'm seeing a texture on the face akin to the skin, with the wrinkles being more refined.
Jim, this is absolutely fine. Thank you so much. You're the definitive expert around here.
Oh, great.